Your Excellency, leader of the Slpp, Dr. Julius Madapio, Honorable Vice President, First Lady, National Chairman, National Officers, Regional Officers, colleague ministers, ladies and gentlemen, we teach in a very simple for set the context by bringing out what we call the baseline, which I will come out. Just an attempt to reflect on what I will come out, just in case we don't forget. And at the one, in two capacities. One, as a chief minister, one at the center of government policy. Then two, as somebody where saw it all. I was one of the people who articulated a very unique direction, the People's Manifesto. And the process of developing this will involve stock taking by them.
What is now abundantly clear is that the 10 years of APC misrule and economic mismanagement has definitely created considerable.
Is that an improvement? Is that the basic that has to be called baseline? So post slide. So we got the overall the economy, terms of what we do, what we produce, agriculture, industrial activity. The economy will decline. In fact, between 2016 and 2018, the economy will go down. The after they shut down, the all closed, Marapa is all closed. We can inside April. That April will come. I will first stay. The money will achieve what you might call 3%. 3.5% growth rate. The overall economy will decline. That same time, they will try to operate on that can come last summer. IMF will not suspend program from October 2017. And when IMF commanders alone, it means all the other partners, the World Bank, the European Union, the TFI, all the European Union, all the money they will release alone, they will not go to order from 2017. So I know what I can barrier state. And that's the day, even NRA, the revenue they collect per day will be less than 10 billion. And the way NRA will operate as a collect, it's not a bank, the chip bank, the sales was and the CRM. That have been that choose to show the time. That's the day, not more than 50% of the budget was funded from the government budget was funded from the domestic bank. Basically about 30%. That's the day. That's the day they will come back, government become ignorant. That's the day they will come. Government will scatter all sides. Let me go to the board TSC. 1.1 billion. Scatter all sides. Next slide. Now, there are two phases for the baseline bond. Look at the first phase before 2020 with the COVID time. Between that period, we made some improvement. Where everybody knows what happened in 2019 ending. All the indicators improved. All the physical indicators are not attended. Like the shock start. The shocks impact on we in three respects. One, the first shock, it made restrictions and people that they move around. So it makes economic activity global around the world, all things calm down. When that calm down, it affects one countries, but every part of the world. Which back there, what they call supply chain disruptions. The ship there, because they come on China, or that's never the worker. When they don't work, the ship price of our world. Later on, the Ukraine war set down. When the Ukraine war came, we said the fear they will come out. Russia, most of the people will come out of Russia. They want to now, it that narrow down. The sense I will put down the different fear, and then the other will find a different fear. And when fear price increase, it means the cost of making fear fall will increase. Making your shows will increase. That's what they call global inflation. It affects inflation as a lawyer. So the whole world Everybody knows about that. It's not secret. And we price of all commodities in England, in Ukraine, all over the world. But let's start quickly. Now, let's stand up so far for it. On the education side, pre-primary, the only out of everything begin, I'm going to go pre-primary school by then. Now, only 65% begin to go school by then. Now, only out of everything begin, out of everything begin, and 2 million dollars. The policy that they the respect of that beginning. When they began to say, no, you know, for that school, you know, so, and that will be talk. It's not going to be in that school. The service commission will be the function better. Now, only 3 people will get granted it. That's the Ministry of Technical, or the Technical Division, and the small office inside the Ministry of Education. And I have national institution and a university, they were supervised by the Ministry of Education. It's a small office. And the guys still today. I mean, to brief, education today is a very terrible state. And the guys are 15% of the budget. This is one on education. That's where we are. They were body business to negotiate. That's it. 1,165 or 100,000 back. They should have the need to get us around. The bad mortality was about that 50 but who knows, but who teacher not be gone. We have to see the new changes to not take there. We also the ambulance system was terrible. Malnutrition, people that when they die because of job as well. Even agriculture, first time tractor business are in the hands of women. When they get money, so they get tractor. I remember a few years back, I do one work for one NGO. One single factor, the entire one used to get tractor for 2 years. That was the entire. There was nothing like youth one. And a lot of other things there. Bridges. Very bridge they all. And you think we talk. No, it's not there. There was no attention meant to very bridge. Township roads in Canada, they would have abandoned them. In Board, they would have abandoned them. In Bond, they would have abandoned them. In Future, they would have abandoned them. Now, only 15% of the population get access to electricity like that. Then, all the district capitals are in darkness. They have been in darkness for several years, over 40 years, including Moyamba, Pujao, Bond, Thailand, Kenya, and Adu. The mobile network, they're going to the penetration, people get access to internet. By then, the part of that explain what they can do. And the minister they will go they will explain later on what they go for people penetration. Yes. And then the journalists, the talk against the president, the next day in Nigeria. Also, seditious libel was here. Government made a nothing to slide. He said, slide over the right one, they give the money. But who signed up in that job? Magistrates. But who signed up in that job? Corruption in that, the terrible. They will know the ranking and the global corruption in there. They are formula something. They will not let out what's the mistake now. And then the entire land system will know the same about land. And that will get some sanity in land distribution. What people pay to that one of the house, land they get time. Some sour they get time, minister does they get time, they pay they get time. Different categories of people they will get access to land. The fair system. It's not the best system, but I'm very sure over time. That's life. Not policy or regulation, but to protect women and right. Not because of again. No economic to target women, education policy and school girls and others in the remote area. Not job creating skills for youth, limited skills development and future opportunities. Yes. Yeah. So basically, when about the human development, which we try to say, not be the right down. We don't spend up to 6% of the budget on health. The Minister of Health would like on that. On that time. We don't spend up to 15% of our budget on education. It's not 16% of the food. But in actual sense, when I check 2 years, 2016, 2017, it was less than 10%. And the public has not charged somewhere to show say most of the books are what they say they buy. They reach the beginning. Not up to 25% of the beginning they get the books. That was the situation. See, I don't, but international metric of life. All our friends don't work. We don't want to push them and then anything in there. We don't want to benchmark. Investors are not coming. We don't get back in. They don't want to travel the president in 3 areas. We know the expense of it. It was years they will be there. We don't recognize. And when man, when you don't like you, they invite you to a program. When man, when you don't like you, they bring you there so long here and watch your program. When man, when you don't like you, when they share, they say 5,000, they put you inside it. When man, when you don't like you, you don't say no so bad. And they can't make conference like that. But if we take first and get national conference, I'm not so. Yeah, when man not sure about you, they go on that thing. That was outside the world. Or if it's down, you travel back.
They go far. Don't go past me, sir.
Don't
go past me.
But that was we are by then. So ladies and gentlemen, it was like a very terrible situation. District capital towns, no go areas, no electricity, no water supply. The block for the past 30, 40 years. Women were never respected in society. Rape was only the benefiting matter. There was no campaign against gender pregnancy and the child marriage. We've come as a government, a lot of things have been done. But naturally, Mr. Chairman, I'm not the best servant to say it. The best person to say it is the way he said in the election. So on that note, Mr. Chairman, at the back for that issue now, sir. Mr. Chairman, sir, thank you very much.
I say, when I give hands to Coast. Okay, voice. So, if you understand, I will look up. Okay, thank you very much. Now, we can show something very useful about the party. And when I video, we call it cinema costume. About the Slpp. We can't have educate yourself. And we go out and become real ambassadors. So the Bible talk about the deficit in every area. So now they will start. When they can tell you now, from that area we can meet. Now positivity. So when they argue, I also say this. Minister, we delegate them. So when they argue, now put any side, now that they will say, now SPP can meet. Now SPP can meet. Now so now this area now will not come up. That comparative analysis is very, very important. Thank you. Now, we are ready.
The Sierra Leone People's Party, SLPP, has been more than a political party. It is a movement steeped in integrity, unity, love, and people-centric ideologies.
There was a lot of problem between the then colony and the protectorate because the colony people who are very close to the British for historical reasons thought that they are now being denied the leadership of the country, since with the principle of proportional representation, more seats were to come from the protectorate than in the colony. So it was forcefully resisted. The colony politicians, they wrote petitions to the British government. They betrayed them and all that kind of thing. And so there was an impasse for nearly 3 or so years. In the interim, the colony politicians, most of them mobilized to form what was then called the National Council of Sierra Leone to resist the implementation of that constitution. That was 1950. A year later, all the protectorate politicians, including a small colony organization led by Lamina Sanko, who was called Reverend Jones, in solidarity with the protectorate people, joined forces with the protectorate people to form what became known as the Sierra Leone People's Party.
Now the chiefs, now they organize the SN people, now the chiefs, so they go around, now they begin saying the people, you go first, you go Makeni. When we go Makeni, Children, now they choose them. We go Maburuka, we don't get anybody. All the guys talk on its own. Now they decide, say, we the chiefs already decide, say, now by family vote.
Most of the other members from the protected accountability for the movement right from the beginning. And then, so the question was going to be, and a lot of people wanted by Farmer Charles to be the leader of the Sierra People's Party.
The party was formed on the 27th of April 1951 to remind them of the war of independence that had begun in 1898. So significantly they chose that as the founding day for the Sierra Leone People's Party. And again, significantly, this party was founded not in the south or east. Many people think it's a Millennium's party. It's not. It was formed in the north.
The first formal meeting for the establishment of the party was actually held in Gambia town, and it was hosted by PC Batas, who was a paramount chief at that time of Chiefdom in Gambia. So they came together with one ideology, one philosophy. That was to say, we needed to fight for independence for Sierra Leone, and after fighting for independence, we will set up the pace for the development of our country.
Because Samit, who was then called Dr. Milton Magai, had over the years worked in nearly all the protectorate districts in this country and was very familiar with the chiefs. So they said, no, you are the best person to lead this party.
The SLP, the first political party in Sierra Leone, predates the country's independence. The history of the SLP is richly intertwined with the country's push for independence.
Why Nigeria, India, Ghana, Gold Coast have fought independence? We did it because those people were granted. So now the colonial office itself, from the advice of the government, who said it was time to grant independence to say, you have to be loyal and trouble-free.
The primary aim of the founding fathers' formation of the SLPP in 1951 was for the political unification of the British Crown Colony of Freetown and the Protectorate of Sierra Leone.
The philosophy of one country, one people is only the SLP that shares that philosophy. And it has always stood for the oneness of this country. And it has never really encouraged violence. I mean, perhaps as a result of the founding fathers who believed in compromise, who believed in negotiation, never believed that force was the answer to anything. So it's really very different.
When we formed the party, we can't even be sweet. We not take and say this now, this tribe, this now, this tribe. No, we all now one. Even when they do elections, we embrace together. The country now be one. We can't be saying one country, one people. That's all we take. We really differentiate yourself.
The SLPP dominated Sierra Leone's politics from its formation in 1951 to 1967. Upon independence from the United Kingdom in 1961, Sierra Leone held its first general elections on May 27, 1962. The SLPP won by a landslide victory, becoming the country's first ruling political party. The party's leader, Milton Magai, was elected as Sierra Leone's first prime minister. Samiti Magai's government was based on the rule of law and separation of powers, with multi-party political institutions fairly viable representative structures. Upon Samiti Magai's death in 1964, his brother Sir Albert Magai was elected by the majority vote in Parliament to be the new leader of the SLPP and the next Prime Minister of Sierra Leone from 1964 to 1967.
under very controversial circumstances, the SLPP lost election to the newly formed All People's Congress Party, led by Shaka Stephen, who was also a member of the SLPP, but had defected from the SLPP because of some radical views he had with regards to having election before independent, whereas BINTUMANI and others were saying that no, let's go and get our independent, talk about the election issue. So he defected initially, formed an organization that became the formula of the People's Congress Party.
After nearly 4 years of military rule under the national position of the Regionalism, head of state and chairman of the FARC in January 1996, sought to return the country to civilian. Regionalism presided over the March 1996 freedom proportional representation system to usher in multi-party democracy into ZELLE after the APC's authoritarian. Alhaji Ahmad Tijan Kabah won the presidential election. The party was in power from 1996 to 2007. His SLPP government sought national reconciliation, rebuilt institutions and state authority, and repositioned post-war civilian towards decentralized service delivery, political and economic reconstruction.
During Kabah's time, we have to create a NASI. Today we are enjoying NASI to Sierra Leone. We have the NRA. We have so many institutions that the Sierra Leone party brings together. And I think the Sierra Leone party is the best party to bring this country together. And with governance, they are the only party that can govern Sierra Leone.
It is evident that the SLPP is the party that brings independence. It's the same SLPP that brings peace the same SLPP that created all the institutions that are running the state currently.
The SLPP returned to power on the 4th of April 2018 when retired Julius Malaki was sworn in as president of Sierra Leone after winning March 2018 Sierra Leone presidential runoff election.
The first thing we did in 2018 under the leadership of the current president was to amend the constitution. He said, okay, we are amending our constitution to make it all-encompassing and to even extend the platform for the young generation, which we believe will be taken immediately after the current generation.
The party's green palm tree symbol par excellence is valued for its central and staple contribution to everyday life, represents victory and peace.
Their symbol, the symbol they chose at independence. You could see that if you look very closely, it's a palm tree with 13 fronds. You know, the palm tree is one of the most important economic trees in this country. You know, you can get a lot of things from the palm tree. But when you look at the 13 fronds or branches, each symbolizes one district in this country. There are then 12 districts, provincial districts. So you had the 12 districts and the 13 representing the colony. Again, underscoring the fact that it was one country, one people.
The strength of the SLP is anchored in its core principle to be united as a people in putting Sierra Leone first. Together, we shall walk hand in hand as one people to reignite this transformational movement to promote the continent that serves the interest of all, the good of our country, Sierra Leone. The SLPP's vision for the future is to transform Sierra Leone into a united, progressive, competitive, and prosperous country.
Hey, go me table. Okay. Okay, when I bring up. Now we're going to have about this open. So this now just a micro closing of what actually happened at this time. We're going to produce some given with more detail because this is I wait for Tokyo because 21 years I didn't headline. I get for Tokyo. Kanya is singing for Tokyo from the south. Maso get for talk. The Eastern province they get for talk. The Northern province, the region and Germany. But why is we not get down this now very good one we will serve as a basis, and you should be proud of your party. It has got history. It has got history. And then one way they talk, then Mama Modu, that one day, one country, one people. And this thing here, now the North is that. And the North is that the first leader by farmer tax. Not to many that they name. But because Parliamentary tax was so powerful those days, now they let go to the Prime Minister, to Sami Timaga. But even that, Sami Timaga and brother, they contest. That's very important in that history. Sam Abamaga, my small brother, he win by one vote because of the tradition of the SLPP. Sam Abamaga had to step down and give to a big brother. That's the culture of SLPP. I want people to understand why Abamaga take over, where everybody they clamor for who that the man with that Dr. Grassroots. If he can't try it, he said, we can't for the SLP leadership. He said, you know, go on the election. That's why they went to the UNPP. Now, Mr. says a 14 up for election. Although assurance say, I will arrange for making win. Still, but still, you don't believe. He said, no good enough. Yes, na so Pakabaka inside. Pakabaka na will represent card for start na the negotiation. Now later on, now say Pakabaka, he says, how is it? You know what you know? No, I'm just coming from here. Just coming from here. We don't get there, we don't do that. They enjoy the presidency. The less small, the one come by daughter. Now say, not be like I talk my head. Second time, I don't know. My mother come. And I know the rule. One day I will talk. What mother do for make SLP win. People don't understand. I thank you very much for this brief history. We are going to write our memoirs. But now, I think saying that the time is all the way for. For the first time, a president. Nasalon, I see the country now before to tell you. Say, we don't get an examination. They don't drop. Now, and the report card, they can't read. And I say, for reader. Anybody will read that, you say, not to free talk, not tell me. But this thing is where they can't talk. Most of them will not talk. We are here for make sure we get education from their presentation. JJ don't give you, the film set don't give you, and the part they can do now, the raw data. And then here when they get for really compare, we send an identity script so that we will get that our daily bread, so that we will act. Yeah? Now I have the similar honor to call on the undisputed Flagbearer of the People's Party, the doctor, the brigadier, the general that leads from the front, not from the back. Julius, Mana,
let's sit down, please. One country, one people, SLPP. Okay. Today I stand here humbled, privileged to lead the best thing that ever happened to Sierra Leone, the Sierra Leone People's Party. This is a very noble institution And I see myself I see it as a privilege for make me the lead this party today. And I want to say thank you to all of you. This is the first time I lead this party. For the second time, when I don't get the confidence in me for say make I lead this party to the next election, because when I lead, I bring victory. This now my first national conference as leader of the Sierra Leone People's Party, and I want to say to everybody, say this kind meeting, this family meeting, is very important for you all, because my young we can't gather here for go face the 2023 election we're just a month away from now. For me to do that, we need to close the ranks. We need to come together. We do that for settle the differences among we normally today because of the elections the way we don't go on. So when we don't gather so, I want to make me come on at this meeting as a united Sierra Leone People's Party. We will forgive one another. All the mistakes there, all the blabber, everything we don't say, we hurt the other. We will come on after this meeting as a united force. Too many things have been done and said. We can stay as some people that eat. But we have a moral obligation as a party, the Sierra Leone People's Party. When we fail not only ourselves, but also this country. So for me, the Sierra Leone People's Party, now the best thing will happen to this country, because we do good things then, this country will go before. If we internal ramblings, we small blabber come inside, it will deprive this country of growth and development. And we don't ever allow that to happen. Why we deny now for make sure say, not to just the scorecard and the read about the many things the world don't do, but also, for make we gather, put we step together, tie with Oja, the collective Oja, so that when we face the APC, when are the main opposition, we don't forget any runoff. On that note, I want to say thank you to the women then for the convention we attended, which was well organized, and I could see everybody was happy. And that was the first time we attend just a meeting, a convention dedicated to women. And we don't give them the opportunity for making them choose your leadership on a special occasion we Monday no day. I also want to say thank you to the youth then, because I attended the young convention too, which was quite interesting. We said the young people, they tell me what they want to do. Of course, they don't today lay before this conference, waiting at the resolutions then. I want for men to get annual conferences. We not for just call convention. Go with the elect. Before they get annual conferences, so they come for talk about things then. This particular conference, now for men who know say, now will not be elect me. And therefore I owe it to this body, delegate conference, for telling exactly waiting I don't do so far and waiting I want to do, what I get for. Again, make sure say I get elected as the next president of the Republic of Sierra Leone. So conference, we not for just get who want elect, because that will not happen now. But for the discuss big thing then, I don't tell when I say, now this party, now ain't get for make this country go before. So once in a while, we now all get ideas as to how we want for both this nation. When we call una for sit-down and talk and show una the things that we don't do, we now go understand and we get for seek una as to how una we want make the next government waiting for do. So we not just come, drink and dance. Of course, we know the fact, not to bloody fact we can't fact now, like how other parties they do. This is the Sierra Leone people's family, the biggest family in Sierra Leone. Now for keep yourself together happily, now that make we mix up with things that we will make we bind as a people, one country. So all of this what they do, plenty of people they not sabi one another, but inside this meeting they will meet and maybe even want if not time delay, but maybe we'll get one big dance because some others have the dance. Like they watch you know we do the shit. I want to know if people that do it come up for the way have the dance. Go and say there's a big dance person. Okay, so for this time round, we face this election and we get what we call proportional with self-election also. Now this time a proportional representation. What do we mean and what do we need for do? Because plenty misrepresentation there about that. This time around the district block system means every district based on your population, we not by constituency per se, we the vote, or you vote for Joe, Toby, or Mary. You vote for the party in that district. And the number, the percentage they get, and that percentage that they add, that they use for pick the number of people they want to pick to make them be members of parliament. Of course, this time around, we don't say every two people that we pick, the third one for the woman. All the arrangement then we for make sure say this particular proportional representation take place. We don't do all. Of course, just like at independence, APCD say they're not mixed, they don't want to get independent. If you will bring this one card, they say they can't go to court. But the court don't cut the matter. So we're free for go ahead because they will challenge the authority, say me not get that power then. But of course, the Supreme Court don't tell you say I get that power. And me not use power where I not get. At this point, I also want to say thank you to the members of parliament. They have been very great. Members of parliament today. The one that we agree when they say nay or yea. Yea, no so. They have been great because we get the kind of parliamentary they call home parliament. That means not only the majority. And therefore, it's very difficult for me to pass. But because of the dexterity and the hard work of the leadership and the membership, virtually everything we want pass into law. We don't even do it as a government. Government not work without anything they did. So I want to use this opportunity for also add that thank you, although they don't say we not thank you already. People they don't begin to say we not get for vote for people they know. We know how we arrange them. We not get forget people them right from constituency level. But we're not to vote for people that whether they go parliament is not for go talk. And a parliament, until we change the constitution, our English number in the top there. So when I get for, because for make, the council say so, for make EA personal law, anything, we want to do anything as a government, we get for make sure in our law, where nobody not going to clout them. Then get for go, then win the debate first. Then I talk. This they talk, the other one talk, the other one talk, the other one talk. You get for win that debate first before you come to the vote. So for win that debate day, you get for get people there we're smart, we're the most sharp, we know how to organize facts and convince. So we will want to go, we will want to see for them. If not be your host, you go to the smart to begin in the line. One of the speaker, there is a practice how to convince them. Because now some of them for them on the interview. Because one of the effective members of parliament, where they win the debate and we win the vote too. I think that the advantages of the proportional representation, what we don't talk about, is clear to them. But I will just cite two of the things there. After general elections, well after, we can effect by elections. With this one now, we put a long list of people there. We double that list there. If not 12 for the man, we give 24. If by mistake or anything, somebody resigned, he's gone to the left, he did by the first 12, the next one we did the 13th person, now he may be the MP. When I understand what they are saying, so when I do buy election again, that petro, that waste of money, that acrimony, if by whatever misfortune the person die, we know they do elect past 2028. So that will save we a lot of money, a lot of faith. That's one of the advantages then with this fire again. Then it also they allow representation of smaller parties. If you get 15%, 20% inside a district, you forget representation there. With the winner take all, even if you get 20%, you know they get representation. So I want to make we know that one day, and I want to make we really take them very seriously. This is the leadership of the Sierra Leone People's Party. The millions of supporters who will get, people that will get for vote for SLPP. Now, one of them, they don't elect or represent them. So, where that person be there, where Honorable Numa be say Parliament, now we own Parliament this. Now, we don't represent everybody, all the SLPP. When I see some man on the neighbor, and also, but we don't inside. So, not to forgo vote from all delegates them. Now, for come decide what thing for happen. After when the next phase where they go, now for sure, most of the things that we are done do, and tomorrow, we now actually they make an input. This is the beauty of Sierra Leone People's Party. We will know the champions, we know the beat, we know the bomb to come. Peacefully, we dey make una get involved. Waiting, una want me mother build next time. We will start with the education also. Then you don't go find also. Me don't say now that bomber will not let rest. Rest. We need information say we plan to your rest now or produce to your rest. Then I propose that the show it to now. Now me no idea as an individual. We not self get for 10 minutes. No, I mean if you rest not anyone no more to go. Other things that you make day for make you eat the rest also. We not self get for 10 minutes. Besides agriculture and food security, which other thing they will do? I'm not for just sit down and say I don't learn book or I gather them with Monday, we go right. No. You are the people. You are the representatives of the people. That is why we are here. So I want to make people know that. Normally, on this kind of election, we need to make sure say we go out and you are the right people we therefore go out and go to every house in this country and get them vote. Some people, they don't know who side they for vote. You need to convince them. So I want to make them arrangement they did at the regional level, district level, constituency level, even at ward level or children level. You know, not to be one way we can reach all sides. As we know, one person not be able to traverse this whole country. The regional chair not be able to traverse all the whole region. But we want to make sure, say, the regional campaign team, then go now every constituency at the respective region. Every constituency. We want to make sure, say, the district campaign team go now every no, wait. The regional team for going on every constituency also, as I say. Then the district now for go that constituency correct. What thing we they do is me don't try for going on every children, which was quite ambitious. I still depend that track day, as when they see me, I can go another sleep, at the command, I go other side, then we side left between and then they sleep. Now for make we all work easy. When they put my face on the ballot, if I make the person for don't see me face physically. But we don't now need to convince the one day we not come yet. So we not for left any town, no village, not for left in this country, we will not enter. And at the sectional level, at the zonal level, every house in that zone, every house in that section, you for enter them and convince the people there, for make them vote for 200 people. So the big work we get, now we gather now to make we get that zeal. That this is a rallying call for make we go back and face the electoral result. Not to me one day campaign, not to the MP the no more the campaign, not to the district council candidate the no more the campaign, not to the councillor the no more get for campaign. Now we all the campaign for party. Now that make us say all grudges for stop there. Not say that person another go campaign for him. No. We don't come together to move set to all grudges so that we go and win this election. We say we win and smoothly, not so? No runoff, no token, no gallop, no speed bump. Now Tolombo straight also, back to state house. Okay. Support groups then. We get different groups then. Now any political party, there are people who are not inside this official structure. They put themselves together because they get the young way for do things, they either raise funds and they give go out. We they make sure say their support groups that they will say your family say you work with the structure. Work with the structure so that you activities are known to the structure. The district will know who side they, the constituency will know who side they, and what they do. If they do anything for make sure then complement the effort. We therefore make sure say we register them groups today, so that we will know who side they at any one point in time. One thing, big thing that they don't happen now when telephone. So communication very, very important. We therefore communicate very well if we want to succeed as a party, at all levels. Everything where they happen, we therefore make sure say certain people they know or everybody know. We are the best party, but we therefore make sure say everybody knows that we are the best party by putting out the necessary information. Now that make we also don't forget the elections management team, when a group of people hard-working, will understand the dynamics of election, we will get them before, we will get them again, then you know for make sure all the arrangement there. Because all this talk will be talk, the elections in a few hours, you don't know. So if you don't make your arrangement properly, you're not able to do anything. Of course, I don't talk about the manifesto. The manifesto, Nara book to write everything with programs, projects, and everything we want to do as a party for this time. Other meeting call also the social contract. Now, contract will be signed with everybody out there. Say this book, everything we inside so now they can do. We will do this. We will make sure that this happen. We will make sure that that happen. And all of that, which will they say, they fall under ministries, departments, and government agencies there. Now then, therefore, make sure that they happen. Waiting will be waiting have been we manifested the last time. Now still therefore be we manifesto, but we they improve on it now because we don't virtually everything. And we don't go beyond that manifesto, the commitments they will make. But we say that good things there, like education, we therefore continue to consolidate our gains in education. Also, women's empowerment, we therefore make sure we continue. So all the other areas there. So, the reason why it's necessary for me to get this kind of meeting, again, another reason, now for make sure say, when you approach election, we can with one accord. All jealousies, all blabber, or anything where anybody don't do you forget about that today. That is so. We they forget about all the challenges also. Would I not be vote for you, they forgive and also? Okay. That means they will go. Now we get Flagbearer, we get everything. Officially campaign not begins, but it is sensitized. Also, Mr. P they go around and check on development and sensitize. So nothing will stop at the constituency level. If we do grassroots, granular, go down, not left any village, not left any house, not any village, we not enter. Go there and say, no. But who they know? I tell you, I see what's happening now. We will go for 11 councillors that we declare for SLPP. The APC that brings several the councillors that now we promote the APC that we come for declare, they pass, what you go for? I said, why? Are you genuine? They say, we genuine. In fact, what they make when I know say we genuine. Now, who want for the one of the radio station? I'm not listening to what they tell with brother. They say, we not see the light, but we don't see the light now. Sometimes there's some man get that track, I say, we said they're bombing and they're like, no. Others than they. This one, like the leader, he said, no. We're not for the talk again on radio. May we go, and we're not for your way to they say. We get a more authentic message for telling people that, and they will believe we. I said, me, now a graduate, I don't be teacher for 15 years. He said, now only woman I can now get paid good. And not because I did SLPP. He said, now the guy is SLPP. Because no say, we don't have better people there. This happened. He said, but you get for pay for me free. I said, wait here. He said, because life not they go off again. You don't cake, you know the way again. Now, Manso, you will say that you know the only development already now, you're gentle. With Tawa. I go carry na go corner. May I go see Paupa Limbaden. Paupa Limbaden. What do you mean? Mama Kotoru. Thank you. Then one day at the way when they don't tower, there is where I go, they say, no, not to you, we know for kinds, we know the new side host. We want them to see the numbers. say, me get picking them 4. I be don't try for pay for them. You don't come. You dey pay for them. And they see, then they go to school, then they eat. He say, you need for come pay me again. I'm not wait for you. He say, me na pure and apply the back. But me, your vote, now for you to. And I dey get every Liba man I follow this week for vote for you. Why I dey say this? Now for make we go out, not to for anybody. The things that where we can talk, some of the we're not going to talk about everything, but things that some of the things that we can talk about. Yes, we don't do many things that way they benefit people then. We don't make salon, don't change today. We make them they look at you differently out of this country. So we need for talk about that. We need for communicate about that. We need for we not for tire. Go to somebody, knock in the mouth, say yes, sir. Yes, man, I can't talk to you. I want for me vote for my party. Put them down. You get picking where they go to school. You get picking where they eat in school. In picking get books then. That is what we do. We're not Kumbra party. They make a one for me to be proud of ourselves. We are the best people in this country. If you are SLP, you should be proud of yourself. You know, I can always joke and tell and say, maybe I can go even now the north when they say not to be stronghold. Where I see SLP, I like you know where green at this young. I don't know. They talk differently, they behave differently. They believe in ideas. We have a message, the most beautiful message. Our slogan alone is not anywhere in the world. One country, one people. No slogan go match with your slogan. Mr. Ohio. You don't want. No. One country, one beautiful. One country, one people. That is so beautiful that a rally call every day we shout that we are saying let's come together and go for national development. That is all we say. So the chairman will talk about them when the week one bring tribalism, this, that. Yes, me not to the man, not to talk to them, I don't talk to the back, pass where the Talabi Gigi's now, because now they are the first place where I work, and then the man they will be fine. I mean, they should show themselves how they talk and small, but they don't say we are coming to them. So, if they talk about tribalism, it is we party. We not forget one space for tribalism. It's the Sierra Leone People's Party. In Sierra Leone, you get so many ethnic groups. We get so many ethnic groups. So when you get inside here, inside this party, the one thing we for to remember always is me. Now I can call them, this is a family meeting. This is the extended political family. You know, one night at the travel, so many years ago in opposition, somebody played pranks with me. I be fear the tank full of. Now I fear dumper, be very close to my 91. I must have been nobody in my 91. I'm a political ally that I call. 4, 5 at an all man to the good inside your taxi for bringing fear for me. I felt so good. Immediately I had a hope in my 91. Where I tell them, if fear don't dump me, I didn't hire. They hire taxi, just to put now, you know, bata, everybody. That is the Sierra Leone People's Party. So, ladies and gentlemen, this meeting now for make with tie with Oja. Now for make we close with differences, put with differences aside. Close the rank, we rank them, and make sure say we face this year as how they say one go now once ago. We have the numbers everywhere. Even in Bombali, I get for Candy for 3 days. No, I'll get for come. When I say I don't avoid me, and also. Thank you. Come on, bang bang. Okay, okay, so this is the family meeting. I'm not going to go any further than this. For Comonaya, united in our cause and believe that we are going to win this election. You know, election is a very tough fight. That's what I know. But when I leave, victory is always assured. So first, my battery is the Lord's. Second, I planned very clinically to the last detail. If it were not so, I would not have vowed to lead you people. This time, I don't repose that confidence in me. I want to assure and say, victory is ours. Now the percentage that we will how much will they beat them when they, will they drag them? This particular Yaba, they know Abraham. I'm a young man with picture before I took the trouble. And now one for telling about some of the things that were Thank you very much. This aspect now for when I say I am a servant leader. This position where I get now Buna appoints me and therefore I'm accountable to Buna. We'll not be able to show Buna all of the many things they already do for make this country go before. But now that we now as a family, it's a family meeting, and we need for, we not go through everything, but we get for show some of the things they will don't do, where they make, we know say salon don't begin go before. So that will come now. Then I can account for my stewardship. We start with free quality education, the flagship program. We've been taught say, things that are so difficult in this country, and education so important and vital, the benefits them, nobody knows going to measure them. That we need for make them free for every child born in this country. But of course, as we all know, not to everybody able to pay for it. Now that makes we say they make the access. That means say if you're able to go to school any side of this country without pay, if you're not picking. In fact, some people they will not pick, they don't begin go. Then I'm under radical inclusion. The one they always the commander then department the way they go take exam and now we pay for them. Then the big people then all under radical inclusion. We pay for them. When the not type of book they say I am not being able to pay the WASP fee. All under radical inclusion. So what we don't do? We set aside a huge sum of the national budget, maybe they put for school business. And we don't begin content. We buy books, we don't buy books then, we don't buy books for teachers, we don't buy books then for the them. We pay for them for all the exams then, MPSC, the CARE and WAS. That's a big load. And guess what? The minister said they begin enough for even pay when they want to get the result. That one day, be doing our manifesto. In fact, now one thing about being doing our manifesto, free access. Free access. We say nobody knows for pay for go school. But if you make, say, men go school, so man not get books, and no able buy them. Now what question? The teacher they not get the right material there. The quality they come down. So man, in the team up now rotate the late. We buy bus. Not to us we buy bus because we not get that money, but we buy bus plenty side. So we don't say we don't provide a lot of things then for them picking there. We be realizing here picking them way together. We they put them at school also. Now that will be the do. Including Mrs. Avedina. But the minister and other group of people they convinced say we've done a secondary victimization. What does that big English mean? That means the Pekin is already a victim. Because most times when they happen, now somebody they are with them, they will go there, they will back and then they not Pekin for them, and then give them the most of them, not true. No, so true of course. The woman they did. At their formative years, these are very young age, 12, 13, 14, 15. Even one full number don't do for better giving. But if we follow that one day and we put them in school, they are a liability to themselves and their family and society. So we don't take that off. We say, we formation say, the campaign where the first lady they do is stop nobody not get better, no picking not get better. But just in case you get better, you don't use that as an excuse to come to school. Now then the power for business count, power by the land. You go school there, you better not make you know able to go school again. Then as you go on, we make you go back to school. Where I go Kamakwe, the chief now can tell me say 5 of the people that will get better who will not be able to school. Say they all clear the ones. Clearly. They pass up. So by education, I think we know the many things the world don't do. Not to just the things the world don't do itself, but we don't do reforms, curricular, plenty things there. Plenty side of the Indian school. We don't allow so many people to come that take today with the first for big school then. Classroom they don't enough. That one I know. Take today. But we go take time before they catch up. In some country, if you go now some schools then they snap that in center. We not go able to change things overnight. We are talking about thousands of schools. But gradually we go do that one day and we go make sure say they on education, when I'm flagship, I think I need for 12 edit on that. One thing we don't do in this country, it has been acknowledged around the world for say this little country from obscurity. They don't show say they don't try them or they want for change. the education system of the country. The United Nations don't recognize that. UNICEF don't recognize that. UNESCO don't recognize that. The United Nations Secretary General don't appoint me as the only champion for education in Africa. Now, me are the only head of state when a champion for education appointed by, nominated by the Secretary General. Can I make, when I say with the travel, I need for travel. Anytime I travel, I bring car. You know, I talk close and the truth. Where is some daddy? If you see some serious daddy, they go no more, they come back, and for those who are drink, they go drink, yeah? I need for good drink. And I need for also change the repetition. I be don't tell when I tell when I say we go Japan. Japan we travel go they mix up because the time difference is so great. Go reach the hotel will go they say they don't go allow for enter. They say that's what happen. They say APC, one government with the APC, Canada, they don't pay. And when I go for pay for the phone, not the Korea they tell now. I see what you mean. We should not say, don't say. If I take my hand, the auditor general at the time say, no, now one day you go for. So why they pay? But they get for pay for APC. And let me ask them, but I get for pay for them before me they get me home. So I get for pay for myself, I pay for them first. These are the things we will go through, but not the all things. So if we take that risk, they jump inside plane. Now because I want to put Salon back on the map, world map. And the plenty that we don't do, besides the recognition internationally, even when they talk about education today, anywhere in the world, Sierra Leone comes first. Oh yeah. Not only because we don't change the quality and everything immediately, now the raw energy and zeal, we don't put into it. But just remember saying, from the last time we did a fast, it was about 37,000. This year, we don't go to over 113,000. 5 clear passes where they get all you credit them at one go. That's now one big difference on the politics. And guess what? They're the clear picking and the lead now. For Kobe University, 2 of the one that will get the best result now from Kenima, here beginning. And guess what? For the first time, engineering, now FBC get the highest number of girls we apply. Why? Because of the own policy. We say any care picking where they do sciences from preschool, there you don't, you know, for pay any school fees. That's the way they pay them. So we don't get over a million new learners that we don't go to school. Then the one that will not be get the means to go to school. Where the parents they not able to afford, we don't get that huge number of people there. We're about 37%, you know, from between 2018 and 2022. The gender gap, that means in a primary school now, in secondary school, we don't reach that side, they will say, man, boy picking there, the girl picking there. That difference will be the way they get 90 boys there, so 10 girls there. That they know they again. It's almost equal. We don't close the gender gap at that primary level, which is very, very important for we. Because we they talk say, we for make sure say the woman they live by the side, we for also make sure say we do the necessary investment. Pregnancy don't drop by 33% because of all what they do, from the Ministry of Health to the campaign, hands off our girls. They don't begin the begin themselves don't begin realize themselves. So that drop by 33% is significant. And that also means it will reduce the maternal mortality rate. Because now the more, about 14% of the women, the way they die, where they born, now begin the way the body not radiate for born, then they go take better. You know, just now I thought say agriculture, and the next thing we will get for jump to. Because I don't see when I know the joke to Naboma. Saloma, you feel that say if you're not eating rice. Okay, what do they do? With agriculture, we just want to make sure we don't get enough food now. Because we get all the conditions there. The land day, the rain day, for the most part, we only need to bring other things there. Government for coordinate certain policies and make sure it help with certain inputs there. If we do that one day, we'll be able to feed ourselves. So we'll get what we call policy shift. Then we will now bring in the private sector to make themselves get interest in this. We see them keep make money, we they plan the US and sell out. Then that thing will take a life of itself and will continue. Of course, when private sector comes, anything that they bring efficiency and then they make sure say it work. And we know say with the involvement, it gets for help quite a lot. And as a result of the involvement, we get a 35%. We don't reduce waste input. We don't reduce waste by 35%. As soon as they see, we did not the board. Now, plenty in there. It's not the result of what we don't do. But this is not just the little we do for agriculture. What we don't say now, next thing, do they come. Since we don't leave education off the ground, the next thing will go now, food production. Or agriculture in general. And that agriculture, not to that one way they break it back. We want to make money inside bush. Money in a bush. So this time around, with the make sure that salon produce, we not for import rest now. Because this one, how come we didn't this country now? That's rest business. Where's the rest business go? All men have the one. They blame government. No produce your own rest now. So food, cash crop, animal husbandry, anything where involve food, we get for make sure say we dey gain big leap by the time we win the election. Next. Healthcare system. Of course, we don't increase the budget from 6 to 11.6%. That means in our commitment, we take it serious because nobody not going to do anything. I like the land to say if you health not proper, you're not going to do anything. So now, healthcare centers and all over the country, I think within the radius of 10 miles or less in this country, you'll be able to meet the healthcare facility. We don't train over 5,000, we don't pin code them, although the pin code not do, but we meet a huge number. We make, even when we provide that, we still get a lot of people there where they volunteer and we not pay for them. We don't support the training of medical doctors, for further causes, dialysis not been denied, cervical cancer screening operational in 8 facilities, as you know. Of course, the other one day we then call HPV vaccine, where I know say another huge thing down the way they come, but it's only useful for the people we not done the human business, so that we then take them, protect them against cervical cancer. So down they get to go out, not area about a big way can when I not say government don't bring something back to give the people there. Gonna show some people the campaign. It don't work other side, but it only effective way we not give the people them before they begin my business. It will protect them for life against cervical cancer. Next. Of course, when I know most people don't appreciate how well we handle the COVID situation I have. But me happen for going to America, and one of the biggest universities in the world, BINTUMANI, with one of the professors. Unfortunately, he passed away not too long from now. the one that we did with partners in health, we talk say, if we want for now, how for deal with COVID, it's in a salon and the best place for go land. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, the 73% vaccine intake, now we are one of the highest on the continent. This time around, we know that this vaccine, COVID, is still a kid people there. Interestingly, it's still a kid people there. As recent as this December, we don't forget about COVID. Then begin test again for COVID. Virtually every day, we go for meeting. We begin for do test. So on this front, itself, it needs a lot of resources, healthcare. But it's something that we're not going to talk about any other thing without healthcare. So this one, we will continue to pay particular attention to them, and we will try for support. The statistics that they have, stunting, and the other numbers that they. Next, gender. The big item and the gender equality and women's empowerment law, that means everything they do now, 30% of the one that they take part to that will be women. And 30% is the past 30% is woman and they? I think from that noise, you don't see the past 30%. Although women are very noisy, but I also see. Women and they? Nearly 40%. Of course, when I below it, we don't know about rape. The one-stop stations they will be don't make, and the laws they will don't speak in about that, so that anybody, and the data when they come out, they should say yes, rape don't they on the downside, don't they come down. Of course, if we don't talk about women, the way they do STEM discipline, Munafa, we don't talk about them earlier on, and of course, the First Lady in campaign, hands off our girls don't pay off, and it really they help to keep them. Even the self-esteem, the season I don't go. So this, I've been saying, this is the best time for the woman in this country. It's independent. So the woman then, when I convince all women then, that 52% women I guess on the population, it will be reflected. How will they do? Job for young men then, and young women then, the youth. We don't do engage different programs then. Youth in fisheries, youth in agriculture, youth farm, and many other things then. Just for make sure, car washes, all of these they are doing because the young man then get the energy. And we need to make sure they are gainfully employed. And that makes we do the technical and professional institute then, so that they will acquire skills that the one day we don't go to university, just so that they will be able to take care of themselves. Sports. From where we left in 1996, now the only time this will go back to African nations stop. And we don't take part of plenty other things there now. That means sport. Sport don't better under the leadership of you. Thank you. Next. Well, they bring some kind of the Nairobi looking for Asikuda, ECRF. Waiting good for talk about this. The fact that we try to make sure we don't go big no more. When we start the free quality education, all the money we get inside here we raise inside this country. We don't go no side. That means we wait to call revenue mobilization. So the one that we get for paying taxes, I beg for the member that one day, because from there we get them money then, and we support SME then, small industry then, and we also under the diversification, we make sure we don't just depend on one side for where we get money. We approach different areas then, so that we will collect. So now they see the numbers. Let's move. I tell the men not bring stimulus now. Okay, when the trouble begin come, if we see say nothing will be happen bad now because we take action, we create some facility at the central bank, we bring plenty rest, we bring plenty yaba, we bring plenty oil and flour. So where other side of the suffer, we be getting up. So we think about that because as leaders, just like my host, we see something that did happen. Sometimes now one bag recipe buy, you say, no, I buy two. We be make down and I make a lot of things that people do not be able to apply. The crisis today, but we make sure say we not suffer too much. Next. Of course, we will talk about infrastructure. When I see the bridges, they will not be for connect we and the northwest and also south. These are huge bridges there. I left the one repairing. I left the other one for the one that we not want to bridge, so they will still use that. So now we left the other one, not broken. So if you see and when I see them, once in a while we go put the grass in, community this year, so they're going to use that. We talk about light. Alhaji Kajas say the minister, they still need for supply with new data. But what did not happen to light in this country, no one day happened in so short a time. If you go to now, most villages they get light. Freetown don't get more light. And more, once in a while we get challenges like last week when we see the come on and off because we still get different sources. And where the water can on and Bumbuna, if we change whose side we will get energy from, it can cause some technical issues today. But Bo don't get light now, no so. Of course McKinney will get light. Kennyman don't get light, no so. Kono don't get light. I want to assure you and say we did on a very aggressive program where Moyamba for get light, Pujol get light, Kabia for get light, and Kabala for get light. I want to just say the only reason we don't delay not to political and financial. But as soon as I know, we will talk with the drum. Kambia will not forget to life. Kabbalah will not get to life. Kailam will not get to life. Pujong will not get to life. Moyamba will not get to life. So when all that they get for happening, now a totally different country with the dealing. So another one for jump down there. But tap the road there, beside the road there. Now every weekend, people in the command Liberia can't fast go because now the side no man did the road back, but we see cross to the side. You have a clear road. If you able kind of free turn and go back. Now you go till you reach Thailand, and we don't get the money for do from Thailand to Koindo. The arrangement they don't start to your road. From Machu to Bo. Although when they make the road, they bring the road, but they make all down. So that they tell us say a lot of things they go on. And this is against the backdrop of a lot of difficulties around the world. So I just want to make them know that. Next. Boreholes and all of that next. Next. Well, they talk about buildings and other things there. And I think when I see them, if you go now Mayomes, get the jail building there. But in terms of governance, and then regaining the people's trust. When I know about the seditious Flagbearer, down there will be them be used for suppress the journalists there. We don't put down there. We don't pass the land bill. We don't remove the death penalty. We never the the hangover everybody. We never the key people in this country with. Me not say we know the use them, but then they use them. So I say nobody no need for die when somebody because somebody don't afraid political opponent. So we don't pull that one day. Now big thing down there internationally. Because even in America they don't pull that hate. They still keep people there. Of course we don't talk about the courts. And of course accountability. Even the last result we don't come up. It shows it's alone. Now one of the best countries that we come to anti-corruption. So these are just some of the many things that we don't do. If we have been send me for say make a lead today, let me summarize all of these. We are a totally different country when you go internationally. Yes, it is not tangible, but you see when you go other side. When you talk about salon, you talk about education, you talk about gender, then you talk about progressive, liberal moves the world don't make in so short a time. So I want to make when I know say, we the SLPP, the leadership of Nakimi, I don't claim this country name. I don't begin certain things there. And I don't make for finish this work so that we all will live a better life. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow, or I don't know if you will get much today, because I see some man that I don't begin saying that son. I know that's the little. Thank you, Romano. Okay, so I think Nayana will tap for now. The other days then we don't make kind of other conferences or conventions, but I beg when I get the patience and listen to what we say, because we are part of this. And I need to understand. Me now when I leader, now when I appoint me, and I get for sure and I say the work when I give me, I don't do them, and that. Not to nobody feel but even the international community and other parts of the world don't see what we do and they appreciate it. And therefore, why will they do this again? Now for me when I get, being a soldier, if they send you on a mission, I will give you the arms and ammunition. What would not for argue? Not what idle argument. Talk about the things that we don't do. We not assure if you ask them, they go kill you. You go call and say, they will say, I will know, come before you. But now that could be the argument. Now, which we don't do and which we promise who don't do. On that note, Mr. Chairman, I give you mic back to you. Thank you very much for giving the opportunity to account for the period. Thank you.
Okay, when I sit down, when I clap for the power, when I sit down. I don't tell them anything the world we don't do. So, but cool, we're not able to deliver and we talk about that. In fact, the way the panel present, minister, the panel do na woko. Man, that was not going to waste with time now. The panel country, the most important thing that do here, when I would not fast. Tomorrow, the party come again. And the day when I saw a mistake, they knew that happened tonight, what happened. I will apologize to tomorrow. But I want to say, wait, don't talk Nakono, what happened Nakono? One big man, he said, the part, you know the lie, he said, but what did happen? He don't begin out. He said, the party said, he begin 24 hours night. To let that go on. So the man goes down. 16 hours, 19 hours, 20, 24 hours. They still like the 26 hours, 30 hours, 48 hours. They say, no, the bank is not true this man. They say that 24 hours, now, we don't go 1 week, now just the camp. Thank you. So therefore, now we make the small announcement. Tomorrow, our man can be about 9:30. We start 10 o'clock. A lot of things happen tomorrow and final. Very important tomorrow, so that we will produce the document. Who now will go with them. The other thing they go work for you. Who now will go. So I want to make the chief minister, the coach of the SLP.
Thank you. Today, thank you very much, President. Today, the power don't do the overview of what we don't do. But if you see people that need to deeper inside some of the things there. So, for the agenda, we're going to part of the discussion. Please, I think your power and not the shape. It is imperative. Let's understand from that point of view. The ministry has to submit to the party to show the respect to the party people. So, please, let's be here by 9 tomorrow with the panel. We start. Those in human capital will start. From there, the people will have an opportunity to ask questions. Then later, sessions will be created where they themselves will debate as to which side they want to see free quality education come 2028. The act should be tendered. There's no better person than the party to contribute to the manifesto writing, which I want to understand this process as part of the manifesto development process. So please, let's share all the matters and come for this process tomorrow. 9 o'clock, let's all be here tomorrow.
Thank you. I also want to hear you where they talk. Go say, tomorrow. Up Mama Kuale, up Baba Kuala. Thank you. Now we are all went down for the national anthem. For sure, say, I will get power in this country. I say, be part of it. Everybody do here according to the protocol. Observe the protocol. All protocol observers. Many back and Mrs.